ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. My opening words before the start of Gurmat talk today, Thursday, 24th August 2023. Rag Sohi, Guru Arjan. This is the second pada of the Shabad I started yesterday. Mere Ram Rai, Jyo Rakhe Tyo Rahiye. O my sovereign master, as you keep me, so do I live. ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਵੇ ਸੁਖ ਤੇਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਲਈਏ. When it pleases you, I recite your name. You alone can grant me peace. ਮੁਕਤ ਭੁਗਤ ਜੁਗਤ ਤੇਰੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਜਿਸ ਤੂੰ ਆਪ ਕਰਾਏ. Liberation, that is mukti, comfort and proper lifestyle come from serving you. Your blessings cause us to serve you. Mukti and its synonym, moksha, seems to be identical in primary meaning with the English words deliverance, liberation, release, freedom, and emancipation. In Sikhism, there is also frequent use of the word Jivan Mukt, that is mukti while living a worldly life. The basic concept underlying mukti is that human life is in bondage on account of its own karmas. Lekhe kade na chuttahi, khin khin pullan har. Rag Gaudi, Malla Panjma, page 261, Sloak, Likhe Kate na Chuttahi, Khin Khin Pullan Har. Because of the balance due on our account, we can never be released. We make mistakes every moment of life. Bakshan Hara Baksala, Nanak Pare Utar. O forgiving Master, please forgive us and carry us across. The word mukti is used almost in every other religion. Commonly, it is translated as salvation, which in Christianity means redemption and reconciliation. Redemption is the change in man's relation to God by the removal of guilt and sin. In Sikhism, mukti means a release from one's karmas and gaining a permanent place in heavens. In theory, mukti has two aspects, a negative and a positive one. On the negative side, it essentially implies a bonded state from which man must be freed. Be it ignorance, anjan, nescience, maya, mortality, kal, suffering, dukh, passion, kama, desire, trishna, attachment, moha, and superstition, dharma. Mukti, however, is not to be construed as escapism. It is not that man is removed to a safe quarter in existence where no perils overtake him. He rather discovers himself. He discovers within himself an unexpected power to withstand and not to be shaken by any threat or danger. On the positive side, mukti signifies the fullest and truest realization of the self. In Vedanta, mukti stands for the removal of duality, Dvaita, and the merger of the self, Jivatma, with the absolute, Brahman. In Buddhism, Nirvana is the name of mukti. According to Bhakti schools, Mukti is attained through Upasana, that is worship, and consists in finding an abode in the spiritual realm of Upasaya, worshipped deity. In Sikhism, there is only one deity, and that is Vaheguru himself. The above view of Mukti as conceived by different schools of Indian philosophy serves as an essential background on the concept of liberation. Taha Bekunt Jai Kirtan Tera Tu Ape Sarda Lae. That place is heaven, where the Shabad of the Master praises are sung. That is Kirtan. You yourself instill faith into us. Vaikunt, an abode of God, and other abodes. In Hinduism, Vaikunt, also called Parampadam, supreme abode, or Brahmapadam, is the home of God Vishnu. Vaikunt is situated beyond the material universe and hence cannot be perceived or measured by material science or logic. Vishnu's other abodes within the material universe is Kashira Sagara, the ocean of milk, where he reclines and rests on Anant Sheshna or Shesha, the king of the serpent of deities, commonly shown with 1,000 heads. Other supreme heavens, Vaikunths, are Brahmlok, the abode of Brahma. It is located on Mount Meru. Shivlok, the abode of Shiv, and is located on the Mount of Kailash. Other heavenly planes, according to Hindu cosmology, above the earthly plane are 6 heavenly planes: Bhuvlok, Swarglok, Meherlok, Jannalok, Tapalok, and Satyalok. In comparison of Bhai Gurdas distinguishes between the realms of the Devtas and the Vaikunt of Vishnu. In Bhagat Namdev's Bani, we find a reference to Ajamal going to Vaikunt, a narrative in which the messengers of Vishnu intervene after he called out for his son Narayan. He also refers to Vishnu with Chakra in Vaikunt. There are also references in Gurbani to the realms of Devtas, Indralok, Brahmlok, etc. Tan Guru Nanak, 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 Tan Guru. हाँ जी, बोलो.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत जूनी साईं अंगुर प्रसाद जप आज सच गाज सच हैप्पी सच नानक होसी भी सच. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु
जी की फतेह. ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ 356. ਗੁਰਮਤ ਟਾਕ ਹੈ 190. Thursday, 24th August 2023. ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. ਹੁਣ ਕਲੋਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ. ਇਹ ਲਾਸਟ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਹੈ ਰਾਗ ਸਾਰੰਗ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਰਾਗ ਮਲਾਰ ਦਾ. ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਨੰਬਰ 58, page 1245. जैसा करे कहावे तैसा ऐसी बनी जरूरत, होवे लिंग झिंग न होवे ऐसी कहिए सूरत, जो उस इच्छे सो फल पाए ता नानक कहिए मूरत. Mortal ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ, ਇਨਸਾਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ, ਸੰਸਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ, they are known by their actions. This is the way it has to be. ਫਿਰ they should show goodness, अच्छे कर्म ਕਰਨ, and not be deformed by their action, ਬੁਰੇ ਕਰਮ ਨਾ ਕਰਨ. This is how ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਛੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਕਹੋਗੇ, ब्यूटीफुल कहोगे, नेक कहोगे, काइंड कहोगे. Whenever they desire, they shall receive. O Nanak, they become the very image of God. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਅੱਛੇ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕਮਿਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੇ. So mortals are known by their actions, good actions. This is the way it has to be. They should show goodness and not be deformed by their actions. This is how they are called as good karmas. Whatever they desire, they shall receive. They become the very image of Vaheguru. दूसरा श्लोक मलार दा, राग मलार विचों है. श्लोक नंबर 59, पेज 1279. वैदा वैद सवैद तू पहला रोग पछान. O physician, doctor, you are a competent physician if you first diagnose the disease. Only then तू एक अच्छा डॉक्टर है जे तैनू पहला ये पता लग जाए कि मनुख नू तकलीफ की है. ऐसा दारू लोड़ लो जित होवे रोगा कहान. फिर prescribe such a remedy, such a medicine by which all sort of illnesses may be cured. ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਐਸੀ ਦਵਾਈ ਦੇ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੂਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ, ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ. ਜਿਤ ਦਾਰੂ ਰੋਗ ਉਠਾਏ ਤਨ ਸੁਖ ਵਸੇ ਆਏ. ਰੋਗ ਗਵਾਏ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਾਨਕ ਵੈਦ ਸਦਾਏ. ਜਿਤ ਦਾਰੂ ਰੋਗ ਉਠਾਏ ਤੈ ਸੁਖ ਵਸੇ ਆਏ. Administered that medicine, ਉਹ ਦਵਾਈ ਦੇ, ਉਹ ਦਵਾਈ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਯੋਗ ਕਰ, ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕਰ, which will cure the disease, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਬੋਡੀ ਨੂੰ, ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏ. Only when you are rid of your own disease will, Guru Nanak Sahib ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, will you be known as a true physician. ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਠੀਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਰੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਠੀਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਛਾ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਕਹਿਲਾਏਗਾ. ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਪੂਲਰ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦਾ. ਵੈਦਾ ਵੈਦ ਸਵੈਦ ਤੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਰੋਗ ਪਛਾਣ. O physician, you are a competent physician or a doctor if you first diagnose the disease. Prescribe such a remedy by which all sort of illnesses may be cured. Administer or use that medicine which will cure the disease and allow peace to come and dwell in the body. Only when you are rid of your own disease, O Nanak, will you be known as a true physician. ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ. ਇਹ ਰਾਗ ਮਾਜ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ, ਪੇਜ 96. ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਲੋਚੇ ਗੁਰਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਤਾਈ, ਬਿਲਪ ਕਰੇ ਚਾਤਰਕ ਕੀ ਨਿਆਈ. ਤ੍ਰਿਖਾ ਨਾ ਉਤਰੇ ਸਾਤ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੰਤ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਜੀਓ. ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ, ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਤੜਪ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ. ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਪਰਿੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਚਾਤਰਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਬੂੰਦ ਲਈ ਤਰਸਦਾ. My thirst is not quenched. ਮੇਰੀ ਪਿਆਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੁਝਦੀ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ. ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲੀ ਜੋ ਕੋਲ ਕਮਾਈ, ਕੋਲ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੰਤ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਜੀ. ਇੱਕ ਪਤਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅੱਜ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੀਤਾ. ਹੁਣ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਆਨਸਰ ਤੇ ਚਲੀਏ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਜੀ.
ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ 3rd ਪਾਰਟ ਤੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ ਕਨਕਲੂਡਿੰਗ ਪਾਰਟ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵਈਏ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਨੇ. ਕੁਝ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਪੁੱਛੇ ਸਨ. ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ से ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈਪਟਰ 3 ਤੇ 4 ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਂ, ਇਨ ਕਨਕਲੂਡਿੰਗ ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਵਈਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਗਾਥਾ ਹੈ, ਫੁੰਨੇ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਚੌਬੋਲੇ ਹੈ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
So please define the word gatha, funne and chaubole.
Okay, gatha means old fable. Funne means a specialist type of shant, wherein a pada or word is repeated again and again. Chaubole means many meanings. One meaning is that it is the conversation of four people.
Okay, how many verses or padas are there in the above compositions?
Okay, Gata there's 24 sloks, Puni there's 23 sloks, and Jobole there's 11 sloks.
Where in Guru Granth Sahib Ji can you find the above compositions?
From page 1360 to 1364.
Okay, name the Sikh Guru or Gurus who have composed the above verses or sloks.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji.
In which language the above verses or sloks have been composed?
Sanskriti Bhasha.
Sanskriti Pasha. Okay. What is the construction structure of the above compositions?
Gata are sloks, Puni are sloks, but many scholars classify them as shants. Joboles are also sloks, but many scholars classify them as shants.
With reference to the above compositions, answer the following questions. How many sloks are in the above compositions?
58 altogether. So it's 24 in Gata, 23 in Pune, and Jobole 11, so 58.
The total are 58.
Anji.
What type of mangals have been used before these sloks?
Ikkum ka Satgur Prasad.
Do these sloks have authorship of other gurus elsewhere in Guru Granth Sahib?
No.
Are there Raha verses in these compositions?
No.
What is the theme of the three compositions?
Okay. Gatha is first, joining the Sadh Sangat is very important for meditation. 2, Kirtan is very important for God's realization. 3, there are no comforts in Maya. 4, ego is a cancer. 5, both Kirtan and commentary, meaning Katha, are very important. Pune, the company of the Sadh Sangat is very important, and the love for God is more important than worldly honors. Jobole, there is nothing said.
Okay, now I'm talking of number of tukas and sloks. There are 23 chants or sloks in Funne. Can you give me the theme of first 10 sloks in Funne?
Okay, the first shunt or stroke slok is God is the sole controller of all the destinies. The second one is that it's got 4 tukas, and to get the audience of God, one must sit with the Sadh Sangat. 3, which has 4 lines as well. Only love for God and performance of noble deeds can take one nearer to God. 4, which also has 4 lines. A person who is aware of the fact that God dwells in his or her heart, he or she becomes holy. 5, which is also of 4 lines. Materialistic goods often divert human attention from good to ugly and take them away from God. 6, which is also of 4 lines. A person who is caught by evil actions, he or she cannot swim across the ocean of the world, and is bound to drown in it. 7, which is also of 4 lines. A person who has the jewel of God's name on his or her tongue and God's image in his or her heart, he or she will always remain happy, and their pain and grief will be burnt away. 8, which is also 4 lines. Bad deeds take one away from God, whereas good deeds makes a person pure, and he or she makes others swim as well with them across the world ocean. 9, which is also 4 lines. People wander in the forest, on the mountains, in search for God, but they forget that God dwells in their own hearts. 10, which is also 4 lines. The company of the holy is the sea of purity, wherein if people bathe, they can wash all their sins.
Okay, we'll go to the other questions now. We'll be talking about the Pothis, Mon Pothis as you call them. Name the compiler of Mon Pothis. Who was the scribe of these Pothis?
Sarang, and which was the grandson of Guru Amar Das Ji.
Why these Pothis are also called Goindwal Pothis?
Because they were written in Govindwal.
Name the Gurus whose Bani is recorded in these Pothis.
The first 3 Gurus, which is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, and Guru Amar Das Ji.
How many Pothis Baba Mohan gave to Guru Arjan Dev Ji?
2.
Do you think the Pothis are much more in number? If so, why?
Yes, they definitely are more than 2 Pothis. The main reason is that the present 2 Pothis have only a fraction of the total Bani of the first 3 Gurus.
Name 2 important Banis and their authors which are not recorded in Mon Pothis given to Guru Arjan by Baba Mohan.
Japji Sahib by Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Anand Sahib by Guru Amar Das Ji.
What is Kachi Bani? Are there compositions of these Banis in Mon Pothis?
It's compositions of other composers who are not author composers of the Bani, of the Adi Granth Bani.
Do these Pothis have any blank pages in between the recording?
Yes, to record Bani, which was expected to come later.
Why these Pothis were not passed on by Guru Amar Das Ji to Guru Ram Das Ji?
Mon, the oldest son of Guru Amar Das Ji, took possession of them, for he thought that whosoever would he be in the possession of these Pothis will be considered to be the next Guru of the Sikhs.
Are these Pothis in existence? Where can they be found?
Yes, 2 Pothis are available. One is at Pinjore and the other is at Haripur, district of Sharpur. One Pothi has 300 leaves, 600 pages, and the second Pothi has 2 to 4 leaves, 448 pages.
What do you know about Pai Banno Ved?
Pai Pano, a Sikh from the village of Mangat, was present at the Ramsar when the Adi Granth was completed. He was entrusted by Guru Arjan Dev Ji to take the Pothi to Lahore for binding. He made the first handwritten copy of the bead and included in it some unauthorized compositions as well. So that's why it's probably called Kachi Bani.
Name at least 4 important writings which are found in this bead but not in Kartarpuri bead.
A verse of Mirabai, a composition of Bhagat Surdas, compositions brought from Sengaldeep Raja Shinab, and Ratanmala, a Shabad of attribute to Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
Was this bead approved by Guru Arjan?
No, he called it the Kari bead, the forbidden bead, the forbidden copy. The followers of Pai Banu, however, deny this statement.
How would you explain the insertion of unauthorized Bani in this bead by Pai Banno?
Pai Banu must be in possession of Bani rejected by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. He inserted those hymns and must have thought that he would be able to persuade the Guru to authenticate those compositions as well.
Who was the scribe of this bead? How many pages this bead has? Are there any blank pages in this bead?
So there were many scribes, sorry. It is believed that there were about 12 of them, and no, there are no blank pages in this bead.
Explain the meaning and controversy of the names of Khari bead and Khara Wali bead.
The followers of Paipano state that a copy of the original bead was made in their village. Then they called it Kara. They further state that Guru Arjan Dev Ji approved of the copy with the additional Bani and that called it Kara bead rather than Kari bead. Kara being the name of the village where it was written.
Where can this bead be seen and studied?
At Gurdwara Paipano in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
What do you know about Pothi of Raja Shivnab of Sangaldeep?
Guru Nanak Dev Ji visits Ceylon in one of his journeys. The Bani which he composed over there is believed to have been recorded in this Pothi. Guru Arjan Dev Ji sent one of his emissaries to Ceylon to bring back this Pothi. One school of scholars say that the Guru received the Pothi but rejected it on the inspection. The other school state that the Pothi came late after the Guru had finalized the Bani for the Granth and Vaibhanu took permission from the Guru to include its compositions in his copy.
Are there any Shabad in Guru Granth Sahib Ji from this bead?
No.
Okay. 40th Pauri Pado.
Anand suno bad paagyo sagamano pure paapram prapaya utare sagal visure dukh rog santap utare suni sachi bani sansajan vaisasi puri gurte jani सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित्र सतगुर है बापू रे बिनवंत नारी गुजन लागे वाजे आनंद कोई सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित्र सतगुर है बापू रे बिनवंत नारी गुजन लागे वाजे आनंद कोई वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा
खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह फतेह।